and today we're gonna read Diary of a Wimpy Kid 3, The Lost Straw, starting at February Tuesday chapter. And the end I'm reading at the next chapter maybe for today. Now, before you look at my YouTube, please thumbs up my YouTube. Now here we go. And first we can read Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Lost Straw. Starting at February Tuesday. Yesterday in cafeteria when I emptied out my lunch bag, I got 2 fruits and no snacks. What the? Boink, boink. There's pretty a big problem. Mom always packs cookies or sugar waffles or something in my lunch bag. And it's usually the only thing I eat. So I had no energy for the rest of the day. At last do one. I can't. When I got home, I asked Mom what a deal was with 2 fruits thing. She said she always buys enough treats to the last of us in the whole week. So one of us boys must have taken the snacks out of a bin in the laundry room. I'm sure Mom thinks I'm only just stealing the snacks, but believe me, I already learned my lesson about doing that. Last year, I took treats out of a bin, but I totally paid a price for it when I opened my lunch bag at school and pulled out Mom's substitute snack. Would you one of a gentleman cared to trade something for a pack of cauldrons? Today at lunch it was some exact thing. 2 fruits and no snacks. Like I said, I really depend on the boost I get from that sugar. I almost fell asleep in Mr. Wilson's class 16 period, but luckily I snapped awake and my head hit back in my chair. Wooza! When I got home, I told Mom it wasn't fair that someone else was eating tricks, like I was having to sofa. But she said she wasn't going to the grocery shopping until the end of a week, and that I just have to make do until then. Dad wasn't any help either. When I complained to him, he just made up plenty for anyone caught stealing snacks, which was no drums and no video games for a week. So obviously, he thinks it's either me or Roderick. Like I said, it's not me, but I figured Dad might be right about Roderick when Roderick went up to the bedroom after dinner. I walked down to his room to see if I could find any wrappers or crumbs. But while I was poking around in Roderick's room, I heard him coming downstairs. I had to hide quick. Because of some reason, Roderick is really bent out of shape when he catches me in his room, like he did yesterday. Right before Roderick got to the bottom of the stairs, I dove into the desk cabin and shut the door. Roderick walked into the room and flopped to his bed, called his friend Ward. Roderick and Ward talked forever, and I was starting to think I'd spend the night in that desk. Roderick and Ward got into a pretty heated debate about whether or not person could throw up while standing in their head. And I started to feeling like I was gonna throw up myself. Luckily, right around then, the phone battery died. When Roderick went upstairs to get a spare phone, I made run for it. This snack thing wouldn't be even an issue if I had money. If I did, I could just buy something from vending machine at school every day. At the moment, though, I'm kind of broke that because I'm wasting all my money on some junk and I even use. About a month ago, I saw these ADs in the back of my comic books, and I sent away for a couple of this if they're supposed to totally change my life. X-ray goggles. Money print on your own money with a cash machine. Throw your boys. Personal hovercraft. I started receiving my stuff in the mail about 2 weeks ago. The cash machine turned into some stupid magic trick. And magic trick where you have to insert your own money in this secret sort for it to work. And it doesn't good because I was really counting on that thing to get me having to find a job when I grow up. The X-ray goggles just make you to see a blurry and cross-eyed, so Dad was burst too. Oof. The throw your boys didn't work on all, even though I followed the instructions in the book. I'm an I. What the heck? But the item I had as the highest hopes for was the personal hovercraft. I figured getting home after school would be breeze and my hovercraft finally showed up in the mail. So long, suckers. Well, I got to the package today, but there wasn't a hovercraft inside. There's just a blueprint for how to build a hovercraft. And I just stuck on the step 1. I just can't believe the people who write this 80s can I get away from lying to kids like that. I thought about hiring a lawyer to sue these guys. But lawyers cost money like I said before. The cash machine has a little piece of garbage. Now it's Thursday, so maybe tomorrow, tomorrow we'll be getting new stories. I'm gonna read all of this story for today. Now, did you have fun? Let's English Country, we come back with some new book and new stories for tomorrow, so you'll be very excited. And it's winter in here, so if you're in Korea, then please wear some jumpers and scarves to get warm in the winter. So now please download my YouTube and bye bye everyone.